This is our first full day of riding on our trip to Colorado. This is Taylor Park. They have side-by-side rental. They got a trading post, general store slash. They got gas pump. They have a restaurant called the Nugget. So it's a good area to be in. We're headed first thing up to American Flag Mountain. We wanted to go up early in the morning, so maybe it wouldn't be so crowded. A lot of people like to go up there. There was quite a bit of fog down in the valleys on the way up to it. But there is some pretty good views on the way up. You can see here the mountain range off in the distance. It had rained overnight, so that was a good thing because it can get dusty out here. There's another pretty good view. But the trail going up to it is not bad. It's this is the Rocky Mountains, so there is plenty of rocks, but it's one of our favorite places to go up whenever we're out here. We always like to go up to American Flag. It's 21 miles about from Taylor Park trading post to the top of the mountain. Here's, I don't know, this kind of old bunkhouse or something here. I'm not quite sure what that was. This is going up the final bit of the mountain. It's kind of a wide open area. We were lucky that when we got up here, there wasn't anybody up there. We had the whole place to ourselves, which was kind of unusual, but we got up there pretty early in the morning. When we was in our 900S, it had enough power to get up, but it did not accelerate going up it, where this Pro XP, being turbocharged, didn't have no trouble with power. But as we come up over the top here, you can see down in the valley below the layer of clouds, which is kind of neat looking. I mean, it was just like a pillow of clouds down below. So you can see them down in there now. But that whole valley was just covered with the layer of clouds, and then when it burned off quick. Now here's the flag out here, and I've been up here lots of times on motorcycles and stuff, and always seen these marmots up here, but they always stayed way away from me. Well, apparently this one here has been domesticated a little bit. He was up there right by the flag. He come right up to my wife. Well, she takes peanuts every time we go out there to feed the chipmunks, so I went and got her peanuts, and apparently marmots like peanuts. But he'd come right up to it, take it right out of your hand. He'd grab your hand. I never seen anything like it before.
Okay, I think that's it. That's all, buddy. That's all.
He liked grabbing onto your hand, though.
You got long claws. That's all I got. You take care of the flag. Yeah, you get a peanut for taking care of the flag, don't you?
Here's some of the pictures we took up there. There's my wife by a razor. I mean, you're up over 12,700 feet here. And there's the flag, and there's the marmot. He went and laid down right in front of the flag. It's like he owned the damn thing. But yeah, it was pretty nice up there. There's the altitude and the mileage to that point. Some guys on motorcycles came up before we left, so they took a picture for us there so we could get a picture together. So now we're headed back down. We're going to go to Taylor Pass, so we got to backtrack quite a bit back to the main road, but it's a good ride. The views are just spectacular up here, but it's amazing that when you go the opposite way on these trails, it's completely different. Going down these trails and you'd don't even really hardly recognize that you'd just been over them. But there's some big mountains around the area here. Now, we did run into quite a few people coming up on their way back down, coming up to the American flag. That's why we said it's nice to get up there early, because it is one of the destination places a lot of people go to, and we do recommend going to it. When we were headed back down, we ran into a guy on an ATV, and that was his first time out here, and he really didn't know where to go. So we told him we were going to go to Taylor Pass. So he wanted to go there, so I gave him instructions and told him we'd catch up. I took my wife. There's an outhouse at pothole number 2, so that wasn't too far out of our way. I went over there so she could use it for a change. And right here's the entrance to the trail. It's 5 miles from here to the top of the pass. Now, I figured we would catch him before we got to the top, but we caught him pretty quick. He ran into a group of, I think, 5 Jeeps. And that really slows the pace way down when you're behind them. They was having a lot of trouble and having to get out, work their way through stuff. Now, here's a big old patch of aspen trees. Just the whole area is just like a grove of aspens. And then now there's the guy on the ATV that we had talked to. Caught up to him pretty quick because he's behind these Jeeps. Now you can see here that there are some pretty good drop-offs on the side of the trail, but the thing is the trail's wide. It isn't like you got to ride right on that edge. So you still see some pretty good mountains in the distance. Now these guys in the Jeep did finally come to a spot where they could pull over and let us around, which is nice of them. So because there was a couple places up ahead they were going to have a real bad time, and I knew that was going to really tie them up. So once we get around them, you get into a stream, and you ride in this stream for quite a while. I don't know, a mile or 2 miles. I'm not really sure how long it is, but it's fun riding in the stream. Here we just now getting into it. This guy wasn't sure if this is where we were supposed to go, so I talked to him for a minute.
This isn't really too bad here.
No, that ain't nothing. But those Jeeps are rough,
Yeah, they're going.
Now we have been out here before where this stream is really roaring, so it's going all right, but I've seen it a lot worse than, or you couldn't even see the rocks in the bottom. But the worst part is when you do come out of the stream. So it's fun riding in the stream. But here's where you're coming out, and there's some pretty good sized boulders in it. And I was worried about the guy on the ATV being by himself. So when we got through here, we stopped and waited on him, make sure he got through it, and he got through it without any problems at all. On the ATV, he was able to pick his path pretty good. When we were out here one year, there was guys coming down and they had flipped over an ATV going down this stuff. So we just want to make sure he got through here. Once we got through this, I knew that he would be fine. I mean, there's still some pretty good rock sections, but nothing that I would consider a threat for flipping over or something for him. And we're almost up to the top of the pass here. Top of the pass is just under 12,000 feet. couple feet under, I think they officially have it at. This is coming up to the sign. Everybody stops by the sign, takes pictures, but now you can keep going farther and go to Aspen. You come out the top of one of the ski slopes, or you can go to the left, which would go to Ashcroft. And there's a ghost town there. We've been to both places, so that wasn't anything we was concerned about doing. And that's the Taylor Lake, and far off in the distance, as far as you can see, that's where we started at. But this is one of our favorite trails to come up, and we recommend American Flag and Taylor Pass as places to make sure you go while you're out here.